deal with airplane peanuts?
From comedians dressed up as Santa.
I'm dressed as Santa. I have a menorah for Jewish people and a picture of Tupac Shakur to celebrate Kwanzaa.
To comics spreading all sorts of Christmas cheer.
Oh, bless ye merry gentlemen. Oh, Christ the Savior is born.
This is the best of comedians and Christmas.
I love Christmas. We should just make this the Christmas episode. I'm a Christmas guy. I hate the people that don't like Christmas. And now,
Jews!
Starting off with the time Theo Von was joined by Old Saint Nick on his podcast this past weekend.
Are some kids more special than others, Santa, do you think?
Well, they're special needs children.
Yeah.
And they come and see me all the time, too. And they're very,
Like
very
year-round,
loving
you mean?
children. Pardon me?
You mean like year-round?
Because I am Santa, and I am naturally fat, and I have white hair and a white beard. Children come up to me all the time during the year. Well, if I'm out grocery shopping or we're out at a restaurant or someplace, sometimes even when I'm at a gas station.
Yeah.
Filling up the vehicles.
Oh, yeah, if I've been sniffing gas, I'll accuse somebody of being Santa, that's for sure.
You know how I found you the first episode, Doug?
Yeah.
When he brought in Santa Claus, bro.
Oh, really? Yeah. That was the realest Santa, bro. That dude, I think, man.
Bring him back, Doug. We need to bring him back.
Yeah, bro. I got a date. So I went this week. Trying to get some nice stuff for my place to look at, like, trying to make it look like I'm fucking, part of the holidays and shit. I'm at this Christmas store. I'm buying like different shit. And it's all women in there, bro. It's so sad. And I saw Santa's in there. And one of the dudes doing the pictures with Santa, that he recognized me. He's like, dude, I saw you on Joe Rogan. Will you come get a picture with Santa, dog? And so I'm fucking in there getting me and Santa putting up gang signs.
I want to talk about all the holidays. So I'm dressed as Santa. I have a menorah for Jewish people and a picture of Tupac Shakur to celebrate Kwanzaa. Because the bottom line is this, is all holidays are, the holiday season, it shouldn't be just for one group. You shouldn't be saying Merry Christmas. You should say Merry Everything. And this is my way of saying Merry Everything, is by being dressed as Santa, having a menorah that's broken, and a picture of Tupac Shakur, whose stepfather just got out of prison. Shalom, Mr. Shakur, for getting out of jail early. I think you do have a terminal illness, but you did get out of prison early, so congrats. Hope you enjoy this holiday season.
You're adorable, huh?
Thank you,
Do you
Tony.
only come around during the Christmas times?
Looks like Santa.
I'm the elf on the shelf.
That's a fucking sturdy shelf, bro. That's a steel shelf.
I bought a fake Christmas tree, lights and all. Comes, dude. Listen, fake tree is the way to go. Hey, I am what I am.
Here's the thing, too.
It's not all, dude. You pull that thing out. I had that thing assembled.
What'd you
lights
drop on it? Because they're not cheap, which is crazy.
What's not cheap?
That's why I found out that my mom always wanted one, but never got one because they're too expensive.
What's
She'd
not
rather
cheap?
drop it. I don't know, $400.
The highest end one was $400.
What's yours?
$87.50. $179.99 out the door. It's got a 3-year warranty.
Just a coat rack.
It's got a scarf on it. Yeah.
How tall?
7.5 feet.
Whoa.
Ceilings are only 6 feet. Had to take some off the top.
7.5. That's an all-star right there.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
7.5. Comes with the lights already on it.
3
pieces. Boom, boom, boom. Pops all in. You gotta tussle it up to fill out the things a little bit.
Sure.
It looks great. It's got different kind of lights. It's got solid warm white. It's got fast fading warm white, slow fading warm white, and then multicolor. Or
you could pop it and get it really going?
It's got a remote.
When you're all smoked up?
I'm sitting there all and wetted out, having a seizure. Welcome to my opium den. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
That's what you want. At Christmas tree, you got to put a wooden spoon in your mouth when you turn it on.
Hey, we party in the burbs.
You're not on a statin, are you, by any chance? This will kill you. Gotta take heart medication. You look at that thing.
So
you should get the trains up at your place.
What trains?
I don't know. Get some Lionels.
No, who am I, Bobby Bach? No way. Build a train, drive a Lionel up it. That'll ramp up to your ass. Drive a lion elephant. I'm not doing the trains. Listen, I got a lot of travel this coming holiday season. I don't know if you know. I don't have time for trains. All right.
I'll get that for you for Christmas.
Do not buy me a
nice
train
set.
set. Do not. Santa's buying the gifts this year. Don't buy me a train set. Do not buy me a train set.
Okay.
You heard it here first, gang.
It'd be cool if we had one in here that went around.
Yeah, like we got enough going on.
Put beers on it.
It's hard to buy men's size.
Let me talk this through.
Okay.
I wake up
Yeah.
and I go, let me just, should I play Ground War on Warzone? I don't know what I'm going to do today, you know? That's just the thought of my head,
I
right?
understand.
I'll just grab some coffee. I grab some coffee.
Yeah.
And then Kalana goes, what'd you get so-and-so for this other thing that we have to do next week for the family?
Sure.
I go, what's next week? And she goes, it's Christmas. I go, it is? That's what I go, it is?
Yeah, so
She
you
goes,
forgot.
it's December. I go, oh, it is.
Right.
And then I'm thinking, I didn't get Kalila nothing. Right? So then I'm thinking, I got to get this guy that's on the, that I fucking drew. Right? I don't want to say what it is. And then while I was doing that, I go, I might as well just buy a bunch of shit for Kalila right now.
Right. So the guy who you drew, the guy's name that you drew, do you remember drawing my name out of the thing for our
No, because
show?
Kalila reminded me. I would have completely forgotten about it.
But you do remember the moment you drew his name.
No, I don't. I don't even know. I go, who's my guy? You told me it was so-and-so.
Do you remember the moment you drew my name out of our...
I don't remember.
Let's take a look.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, we'll do Secret Santa. Let's do this. Yeah. Well, here, we're doing Secret Santa this year. Huh. Bobby's first. Who'd you pull? Let's look at Bobby's eyes. Don't tell anybody. Obviously. Literally looks right at me. Twice. 3 times. 4 times. 5 times. Put it in your mouth. You're I'm such
dead
a... Look at it. Why? That's how you know it's good luck.
In my culture, we put in.
Look at how many... Did you see how many times Bobby looks me in the face? Look at this. Let's watch it again. Right as Bobby pulls it. Look at this.
Right here, right now, I'm
Okay, look at Bobby's eyes. Ready?
Trial.
1. Don't tell anybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swallow it. You know that? Put it in your mouth. I'm dead serious.
funny.
Why? That's how you know it's good luck.
No, in my culture, we put in Red Bull.
Put it in Red Bull. The Red Bull? So here's the deal.
Yeah, I remember putting it in the Red Bull.
You do. So Bobby, we knew that you were never going to remember.
Oh, thank you.
So every name inside of the cup had my name on it. So on purpose, we devised this plan.
Are you being real?
Yeah. Every name inside of it. Let me finish. Every name inside of there had Andrew written on it because we knew Bobby's never going to remember. In fact, I said to George, George,
Yeah.
what if he remembers? And George goes, oh, he won't remember. And sure enough, you didn't remember.
I didn't remember.
That's how well we knew you weren't going to get me a gift. So George put my name on everyone's paper.
It's so good.
It worked.
It was really working.
We knew it.
It did work.
And at the end of the day, what are we actually celebrating? Some are celebrating the birth of Jesus. Some are celebrating Santa Claus. Some are celebrating drinking with your friends and family. What I'm celebrating is love, happiness, and the spirit of kindness. And I'm celebrating Jeff Bezos. Thank you for being a modern-day Santa Claus and being able to get the gifts to the family members that I forgot about in record time. I really appreciate it, and I'm really happy that we were able to mention you and you be a part of our story. Can I have some money?
But let's get back to Christmas. We got the snowman here. We got little Chirpy, the choir school chirp chirp, and chirp chirp too. The Christmas caroling chirp chirp. We got the John Deere Christmas tree. Christmas. Let's talk about family. That's what Christmas is. Family time of year. Got my lights up on my house, my colored lights. Oh, got lights on my tree, colored lights on my tree. Not sure how colored lights have anything to do with the birth of Christ. I'm really starting to wonder about that choice right now. I don't think electricity existed when old JC was walking around. I don't know that anyone had Christmas lights on their house when Jesus Christ was wandering around, let alone colored lights. If they didn't know how to make glass back then, they surely didn't know how to make colored glass.
That's why my wife does a I hate this. I hate this. my wife.
No.
When you have a child, you have to come up with your own traditions.
Right.
You have to stop going home for Christmas. You have to stay at your house.
Start your own. You do your own.
You have to wake up at Christmas with your tree.
You're
you have
Santa.
You have to get your stockings.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She has this thing that she did at her house, which I mean,
You don't like her tradition that she's.
It infuriates me.
What is it? Open the presents on Christmas Eve. What is it? That's what we do.
No, we open one on Christmas Eve.
We
I'm fine with that.
We open them all.
Santa's gifts aren't wrapped.
Hmm.
So our gifts are wrapped. The ones Santa brought aren't wrapped, which historically is untrue.
Yeah, but what are the elves doing if
Historically is
not
untrue.
wrapping presents?
Santa has a bag full of wrapped presents.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
And finally, he gets to Google.
Come on, fucking all the same size fingered fucking producer. How that happened, I don't know.
Look at his sausage
Fucking Frankenstein hands over here. Pull them up with your chubby fingers. Just pull up Santa with Chris presents.
Now, like, I understand having a few unwrapped for like aesthetic.
For what?
Like say, like my parents.
Wrapped.
They are.
They're all wrapped. What? The bow is the key.
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. They're all wrapped.
It's part of the imagery.
Santa wraps.
Yeah. He
The only
wraps.
thing you don't wrap is a bike, but you put a bow on it.
Right. Like my parents would get us those like electronic moving dogs or cars and
Yes.
stuff, and you'd like start them up. So Christmas morning you come down and it's like like a little.
A bow, but you had a bow. You put a bow on a bike. You put a
Yeah.
bow on a small car. You put a
Yeah.
bow on a hooker.
Yeah.
If you get a hooker for Christmas, you put bows on those fucking nips. Something. You just give a hooker.
You have to wrap yourself if you get a hooker.
If
though.
you were gonna suck my dick on Christmas, I would want you to put a bow on the top of your
On my
head.
head?
Yeah.
You can bop it.
Yeah. I want you to fucking bop it.
Aloha.
I was at an ABC store, Aloha.
Aloha.
And I heard Frosty the Snowman over the speakers, Aloha.
Wow.
Frosty hates Hawaii. Don't play that song.
Why would he hate Hawaii?
Because it's his enemy. The environment is the worst environment, Hawaii, for a snowman.
No, dude, he's made of Teflon.
He's not made of snow?
No.
Is Teflon Man?
Teflon Man.
I think he's made of snow. I'm sorry to.
Thank you so much,
I do think
Dav.
he's made of snow.
Really?
Frosty the
Even today?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Even
too.
like post-Trump? You think he's still made of snow?
Yeah, dude. Still.
yeah.
Yeah, he can't just change who he is.
Yeah, that's right. You can't just change who you
You're
are.
born exactly how you are.
Well, it's just like
how
me
you
could
are.
say, I'm made out of rock now. I'm not. I'm human.
Right, like for someone that's homophobic or racist, they can never change. They're going to be that way
Well, I'm
forever.
that too.
Did they have Santa? Would you ever do a Greek
Oh,
Santa?
yeah. Not a Greek Santa. Yeah, Greek Santa's
Or
like,
a Baltimore
tell me what
Santa?
you want.
Yeah.
Harry. You know, over here. Ooh, beautiful girl, come here. Greek Santa's like the 16-year-old hostess at the diner's like, I tell you what you want, no problem. Come here, I have for you. You not tell my wife. Miss Claus don't need to know. Yeah, Greek Santa, all the kids get a handful of feta from his pockets. It's like, reach inside, not too deep. Do not reach deep, eh? Everybody have to have feta.
No, Santa, no!
Now let me tell you something. For years I've been a homemaker while you go out every night. You're in every different house, different time zones, different countries. I know that you're slaying that cock around.
Oh, you're the wife. I'm the most famous man in the world. I am crushing puss. I am sneaking into teenagers' houses and smashing.
And that's why I'm
You want
bringing
your
it
little
up.
AirPods, baby girl?
I'm at home and I got this eunuch elf.
You
All
don't
he
do
does is try
shit.
to lick my pussy like it's a crumb cake.
You don't do shit all day.
Wait, maybe you
What
could
do
build a
do?
cock in the workshop, elf. I'm sitting here, I'm hungry, I'm lonely, I'm tired, my man's out every single night working the sleigh.
It's one night. It's one night.
I know you fucking prancer. I know you fucking prancer. I seen his little prancer cock. You fucking Prancer, you fucking Dancer, you fucking Donnie, you fucking Blitzen. The only one that's not getting is Mrs. Claus. And you knew I wanted children and I didn't have any because they get confused with the elves.
So many elves. I gave you endless
Elves, not blood children, elves. I'm not happy, Santa. It's not good. Every year I come up to you, I go, hey, guess who's on the naughty list? And because you're an autistic old woodshop builder, you take it seriously, not the fact that I'm throwing my snuzz at you like you wouldn't believe. Every year, what, you think I'm really misbehaved? No, I want you to spank me. I want you to take advantage of me. Why do you think I wear this little Miss Muffet top? So you can rip it off and eat my Mrs. Claus pussy. Every year. Guess who's been naughty? And instead of you licking my box, you give me coal. I don't want it. You know how tight my pussy is? Put the coal in there, a dime, it'll come out. For once, would it be a Christmas miracle for Mrs. Claus to get rammed out? Huh? Here's a miracle on 34th Street. I'm gonna go down there and shake my ass so I can get a little cock once in a while. And another thing, if that twink elf Ethan makes eye contact with me one more time, there will be hell to pay.
For the people that don't know about this, here it is. Let's just take a moment. It's Christmas in New York, and everyone sits by the fire. We're killing CEOs of healthcare companies. It's Christmas in New York. It's Christmas in New York. Men in hoodies are shooting their enemies. It's Christmas in New York. The kids are throwing snowballs. People are throwing bullets. People are ice skating in Central Park. People are getting shot at point blank range in the dark. It's Christmas in New York. Have a coffee and kill. Have a coffee and kill. Have a coffee and kill your enemies. No one really cares. No one really cares.
You said your conservative Jewish background. Any Christmas at all?
No, it
Sneak
was.
in,
We weren't even allowed to
acknowledge Jesus' birth.
Yes. After we killed him?
Well, I didn't want to say it. Wow, who are you? The old ladies at my church growing up? Dude, I remember having to have that guy. We were like, you got to chill on that, grandma. Like some lady bringing. I remember one time a friend brought a Jewish friend to an Easter, and we had a friend who had like this crazy Easter, and this decrepit woman was like, a lot of nerve showing your face around. Like mad at this like 11-year-old Jewish kid because of, she was like, kind of classless move bringing a Jew to Easter when it's there. And we were like, all right, lady.
Meanwhile,
you
Easter
gotta
wouldn't
go.
even happen.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Yeah, in some ways they set it in
Yeah,
motion.
it's more traditional that way to have some Jews there.
Yeah,
It was just historically accurate.
we're recreating
the booing of the Jew.
I'm into buying things now, so the children can't get them for Hanukkah or Christmas.
Okay. Hanukkah especially.
Yeah, Hanukkah definitely especially. I think we should probably, considering everything that's going on in Israel, maybe we cancel Hanukkah this year.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah, you could do it because I do Christmas now.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Did you,
It's
when you were a
amazing.
kid, did you like get excited?
If
for
I had a
Hanukkah?
child
No.
and we were celebrating Hanukkah, you know what I'd get them? A car branded with the World Central Kitchen logo. And I'd say, a little Power Wheels with the logo on top. And I said, why don't you go drive this around the neighborhood and see if anything happens to you? And because this year on Hanukkah, we're learning lessons.
Right.
What the lesson may be, I don't know. I'll let you know when I'm done with my lady game.
We're gonna figure out this Hanukkah thing once you're done with your girl game. But Hanukkah was terrible because my
was.
parents weren't from America, And so basically, they made Hanukkah into presents.
I had the hardest Hanukkah.
No, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm talking
no
about my
one knows
struggle.
how hard Hanukkah
I'm talking about
was
my struggle.
for me
I'm talking
growing
about
up.
my struggle.
Everyone had a nice Hanukkah, but my parents were poor immigrants from
They
a
weren't
white
poor.
country that got canceled. An entire nation that was canceled by
It's
the
true.
world.
It's true.
This show makes me wish I had friends.
You do have friends.
I love your dynamic.
I
where
had.
you
Oh my God.
Make fun of each other.
Okay,
They
so
have
yeah,
no idea.
so basically in
Not really.
America
So my
they made
parents, they
Hanukkah
didn't-
into a presents thing to compete with Christmas because
And
Christmas
I didn't.
looks
I
so
got
nice.
no presents.
I would get a
on
check. I would
Hanukkah.
get a check on
I only
night
got
one.
a check for
I
$50,000.
got a check. You know that.
And I had to go shop by myself. And
I
the
got a
other
check for
children would see me at the
$25
store
every
and they
year.
would say, "There's poor Adam. There's Adam who's so poor."
I'm
And
not
he's
claiming
had-
poor.
He just
No, but
oh
my parents didn't like buy. They were like, no, this is like not like Hanukkah isn't. It's not that important of a holiday.
Yeah,
even.
right.
So then I just like see my friends on Christmas, like, and it looked so happy and fun.
God, I hate
but then
these
the
guys.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
for the
I
Jew.
made you out of clay.
Wait, is it dreidel for Jew?
When you're dry and ready, I just found out I'm gay.
There he is.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
Have you been good this year?
I don't know, but you get one anyway.
Well, Asian Santa.
Hello.
We've
Merry
brought
Christmas.
someone from your workshop. It's
Oh no!
Brad
Let me
Williams.
introduce.
All right.
Let me introduce.
Go ahead.
Every year, I get elves all the time. Sometimes when they don't do job good, I kill them.
Oh, you kill the elves that do a bad
I
job.
drown them in ice water. There's a lake by the
Why ice water?
cottage.
Did they?
What's icy lake?
Oh, an icy lake. I get
it's
it.
icy lake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how you fish? You dig a hole.
I do ice fish.
Yeah, I put a elf in there.
Oh, you put one of your helpers inside it.
Yeah. They go, stop. If I don't like,
Right.
I go, die, whatever, you know.
Right,
But
right.
this one right here,
Yeah.
he's been with me for 89 years.
One of the good ones.
He is so fast, very good. In my mind, I thought he Asian.
Oh, you thought he was Asian?
Oh, he's not.
Why?
He's white.
Why would you think he's Asian?
Because he works so hard.
Not because of his height.
No. Oh yeah, that too.
Because he's similar.
yeah.
Asian height.
That too. Anyway, my favorite elf in the workshop is Brad Williams.
Brad
Yeah,
Williams. Oh, he's scared of Santa.
Yeah, fuck you. You don't get ice water. Yeah, sit down.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's, I guess, Asian Santa. He's
Can I speak? It's
it's okay.
I guess this
okay,
is
Brad.
Asian Santa's favorite
My
favorite helper.
one, yeah.
And how do you feel about Asian Santa? Do you get along with him?
Oh, his dick is so big. It's so
Oh,
big.
thank you.
And he's such a vigorous lover and such a generous leader.
And can I say, I'll tell you what we
He's
eat.
being facetious, by the way. Do you know what that means, Asian Santa?
I don't know. Facetious.
I
know Confucius.
Confucius say facetious.
Is it Confucius?
Yeah, Confucius say
yeah.
facetious.
I know that one.
Facetiousness means he's when he talks about your big penis on the he's kidding.
And what do I feed you at night, on Christmas Eve?
Oh, the best food. The best food.
Reindeer sashimi.
Wow.
Reindeer sashimi.
Yeah, the underbelly of reindeer.
Fatty
Fatty
reindeer.
tissue.
Very
Oh,
tender.
So tender.
Very tender.
Is it reindeer Toro?
Yeah, but now Rudolph, because he's the leader. I can't see without him.
Yeah.
He got the red nose.
How do you see in the night so well?
The Rudolph, my
As
eye.
you're dashing through the snow.
Because of my eyes.
Well, what?
Let me tell you something. There's more than one Santa. I only do Asia.
Oh, you're just for Asia.
Yeah, you know that, right?
No.
I can't go to Cleveland. Imagine me coming down Cleveland chimney. They freak out.
Yeah.
But in Shanghai.
What do they leave you?
Oh, they leave me dumplings. I know almond cookie. I love the almond cookie.
Pork bow.
Pork bow is good. Yeah. Pork bow is good.
So have you ever been to the United States and delivered gifts?
No, never. One time, Santa called me. The real Santa.
The real Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
that's
guy.
what we all, because the African Santa and I.
Oh, you get along.
Oh, the African Santa, yeah.
So you commiserate with other minority
Let me
Santas.
say, African Santa. Let me tell you about African Santa.
Tell me.
He only has to do 3 houses. You know why? Why? They're all bad kids.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's like one of my jokes when I say my dad would sing Christmas songs.
Wrong.
Oh, you would?
You just go, Frosty, he a good guy. You don't say Frosty's a good guy. And I go, Snowman. He's like, I don't know snow. Or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, Daddy gonna buy you a walking time.
It's grub for everyone like that.
Oh, it's feeding frenzy.
The greed kicks in.
Dude, I saw a thing where they're like, we don't understand why sharks engage in feeding frenzies, and was like, what are you talking about? Of course you do.
Yeah.
They're pigging out. And they're just spazzing.
Going nuts, yeah.
It's like I've seen it happen with humans a bunch of times.
Buffalo dip at Gillis family Christmas.
Oh my God.
The boys were circling. Big dogs circling.
It is nice.
I'll tell you what, Nancy Pelosi's a bitch.
I will say it does.
See your fucking gay husband get hit with that hammer? Oh. Slow down. Oh. Goddamn, you're taking all the dip.
I've been to family parties before where there's not, like, a lot of times I'll go and it almost feels infinite where you're just like, yeah, and you're piling mac and cheese. I've been there before. I'm like, oh, rations are like
the rations, that
limited.
Sucks.
And you're just kind of like, and then I'll just, literally like a different part of me will take over and I'm like, oh,
yeah. Why shouldn't it be mine?
Why shouldn't it be mine?
They're not even gonna eat the whole thing.
The dude over there, he would pull up this kind of Cajun Santa, bro. And he'd be like, what do you want there, boy? You know?
Yeah.
Come on, sit on lap. Yeah, sit on lap. Yeah. We're gonna get your boy.
Yeah, Cajun Santa
What do you
feeds
want? You want a lisp? Like he gave out the lane. I like it.
He gives out lisps. He's like, you have ailments from Cajun Santa? You got a cleft lip now, boy. You gonna wake up without your front tooth.
By the way, we're recording this in December. What was I going to say? Yeah, it was warm for Christmas for you, right?
Yes, yes. I mean, we would go all out. We'd buy that weird white shit you'd put on the window just to give it that snowy glow. We had the fake snow on the tree. It wasn't great. You go outside, you're wearing a coat, you're like, oh, God, I'm hot, I'm sweating. But we got like 61 degrees every now and then, and we hit that heater on. It was a good time. We had hot cocoa. We're sweating in the living room.
You spray painted the windows, then the neighbors spray painted the outside.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of graffiti.
But we got a couple of white Christmases, and it really is beautiful to have the snow coming down.
It's nice.
And I was just telling the story to Sarah. I have a core memory. In like 2002, 2003, I would drive down to New York and do bringer shows at New York Comedy Club, the one on 23rd Street, which is all changed now.
Wow.
And it'd be like a 4-person bringer. I'd have Derek and his buddies from Kings Point come, and I would drive all the way down just to do 5 minutes. And sometimes I'd do it at Stand Up New York too. And I was on the Upper West Side. There was the Manhattan Diner, which is no longer there. It was on like 77th and Broadway. It was like a corner, and I sat outside, and the Sinatra version of "Have yourself a merry little Christmas." And it was like a light snow started falling. Woo! And I remember getting like glassy eye because I was 20 years old and I was like, I'm here, I'm doing it. Somehow I got the balls to drive down here. I'm doing a spot in New York.
Yes.
It was Christmas time and I was obsessed with New York. I mean, I was obsessed with it from Woody and Seinfeld.
Same here.
And it just felt like I'm in the... Because when you're young, when you go somewhere, you're like, I can't believe I'm here.
Yes.
I'm actually in the place from the movies.
100%. Yeah, I remember moving to New York. I remember the first snowfall I saw living in a shitbox in Crown Heights. I had 2 roommates. I was hungover. I woke up early because the sun was coming in. We couldn't afford blinds. And I kicked my 2 roommates who were on an air mattress. We were so poor. And I go, it's snowing! And, one was from Connecticut. One was from, I don't know, like Denver. And they were like, shut up. Who cares? We're all, on a bender. And I remember my head hurting and be like, look at that. It's beautiful. And I ran outside and I caught one in my mouth and a black guy yelled at me. And I went back inside, but never forgot it.
Do you do, like, when you're doing holidays and shit, do you still do, like, there were reindeer tracks in the house and like all that shit, and they whole hog believed in it. For somebody who didn't grow up with that,
yeah,
I was like, I get it now.
Yeah, you get
like,
it.
This is
because it's
crazy.
awesome. You see the wonder. Yeah, the holy shit. Like when they see the milk and cookies and like Santa, and you're like,
yeah, and the elf on the shelf,
elf on the
other shit.
He is at the age though when he starts to like ask logistical questions. He's like, well, how come? If the chimney had the fire, and you're like, hey, how about you stop asking so many fucking questions and just enjoy it?
He's a moron. He can't
help
himself.
Does your kid still believe in Santa?
I don't know.
Oh no,
I
are we
think-
getting there?
I think he's faking it.
No. Smart.
How about this? The owner of the Comedy Cellar, kids, you don't know, a highly intelligent guy. And his kids are smart too. You know, they're very smart kids. And they were leaving my house. They were at Christmas Eve one year, and they left my house. First of all, I had Norton over, and we had this big party Christmas Eve, and they came over with their kids. I got a Santa outfit.
Yeah.
And this was probably at my biggest. And I told my wife, I go, listen, if it says XXX, get 4X. Because this shit is coming from Europe. It's
right,
not
they're tiny there.
that we're both coughing like
I
Doc
know,
Holliday.
sorry.
We'll have
Tis the season.
Yeah.
It's the air.
So I'm in the room. I'm in my shed trying to put this shit on. I can't. She got the wrong size. I'm trying to squeeze into this thing. Then I got to climb up onto the fucking roof. Because I want to climb on the roof.
Why are you like this?
I wanted to, because I'm into
Okay,
Christmas.
okay. I know. I love it too, obviously.
There's kids inside. You know what I mean?
I got it.
So I'm climbing the roof.
That'd be weird if there wasn't.
Noam's wife hears something on the roof. She goes, she doesn't know, it's me.
She thinks it's Santa.
She goes out and looks up and she goes, oh my God, there's. I'm like, get the fuck out. I'll get the fuck out. Because I don't have the shit on yet. I didn't put the hat on.
Yeah.
The kids run over. I have to fall flat on the roof. I'm just lying on the roof with snow.
You look like Hoopty Santa.
So now I gotta come down. I go in the house. We do all this bullshit. The kid's leaving. Noam's kid's leaving. He goes, Santa doesn't exist and neither does God.
Oh my God. What the hell? His kid
As
said
I was
that?
dressed as Santa.
Oh my God.
He said it to Santa. My drawing. I was like, my heart broke.
I
was
know.
like, and then he walked away, and Noam's like, come on, let's go.
Let's go get in the car.
And he's right. He's absolutely right. It's bullshit.
He's not lying.
Yeah, I mean,
Smart kid.
Yeah, he's a very smart kid. It annoyed me.
I ruined Christmas once I figured it out.
You
Ruined it for myself and
brought a
my
black
brother.
comic home to your dad?
I've done that a few times. I know. People are like, how's your dad's heart?
Guys,
Not good.
meet Artie Fuqua.
Oh, no.
What the? Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? What's that? Dip? What's that, dip?
God, my dad would not know what to do with Artie Fuqua.
Yeah, he'd love him at the end. You gotta love Artie.
At the end.
Everybody loves Artie. He's a little much at the beginning, but then you love him.
Yeah,
at the end.
he warms up.
Yeah, he warms up.
So I bring him. I open for New Orleans. He goes on this jet and comes back home. The next week, he tells me they do Christmas later because he was working on Christmas at the firehouse. So he's like, hey, I'm going to take you to meet my family. And so I'm thinking they've heard all about this shit, Bert, right? He went on a private jet. You know, he met Schumer. He went to New Orleans and did this show, wherever, you know. So, and I don't, you know, I'm like trying to impress this fucking totally opposite from my family, just like, you know, working class Christian family. So I buy so many presents and I think, oh, they heard all about me and what I do and everything. We get there, the whole family is just like blinking. I'm like, I found out later, didn't fucking tell them that he was bringing anyone at all, okay? So I come with like 60 presents for the whole family, trying so hard, okay? And so I go over there and I'm like sitting with everybody. And then I'm like, so last week when we were in New Orleans and they're like, you know, where'd you go? Like, he hadn't mentioned any of this, you know?
serious?
And they were like, he did say that you guys went out for artisanal pizza though. Like, cause he just thinks about the food. That's what he's thinking about, like the snacks that he had. I'm like, you didn't mention this to anyone?
didn't
like,
mention the G5?
No, none of that.
Very excited. Tonight is the annual Christmas tree lighting at Rockefeller Center. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you one more time. You get one more.
I only
One
have
more
two.
before I get
I
mad.
only have two. Luckily, I do not have three. What the
Racism?
hell? I sneezed and I turned Indian.
Racism?
What? I don't know what happened. I need to sneeze again before I can turn white again.
I think you shouldn't break character and just do this the rest of the show.
Yeah, okay, sound good. Oh, they are lighting the tree.
They're lighting the tree.
Fine, I love Christmas.
Do you love Christmas? do Indians celebrate Christmas?
For sure.
Do they celebrate Christmas in
Yeah.
India? They have Christians in India, right?
Oh, in India. I thought you meant like Indians here. Yeah, there's Christians.
But are they like real Christians? Like they're celebrating Christmas, or they're Indian Christians, where it's like they're involved in some religious war? I think I feel like in those countries they don't have time for fun.
I bet Pakistan's into Christmas.
You think so?
I think that's why they don't get along.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they hate each other.
Can we see an Indian Christmas tree, Shannon? Please see if we can
If
find
there's curry on it?
We can see if there's yes, I want to see Indian Christmas decorations. I want to see one of those onion domes, but it's wrapped with Christmas lights. How fun
They're
would that
so
be?
good with Christmas lights, though. The Indian
I know that,
restaurants.
yeah.
So maybe they don't need the Christmas tree because they're just Christmas lights year round.
Someone at Helium last night said Naeem's dressed like Yukon Cornelius.
Who's Yukon Cornelius? Oh, from the Christmas
From Rudolph.
That shit made me angry as hell. So my mom would leave me a $20 bill or a steak. So I would say, f the steak, because it was too Cuban-y, it was garlicky.
the asshole that I am now, and I would get steakums and get a ride of fries, throw them in the oven, and then throw 2 steakums on white bread with the American cheese. And I kept eating them. That's what I ate every night, 2-3 weeks. Dog, there was a week I couldn't shit. I went for like 6 days without shitting. I didn't know what it was. Now we're in this Christmas tournament, and we're out in fucking East Orange, and they're shaking the bus, the whole fucking thing. We get out there, and finally we take off. And I'm like, man, my stomach hurts. And I'm in the middle of the bus, and almost like, I'm looking around to see who's around me who I could blame it on. I didn't know what type of fart it was going to be. So I let the first fart out. And I'm like, oh my God. And all of a sudden people start going, what the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. What is that? Open the windows. And you couldn't open the windows. They were the high ones. You got to slip down. They were all fucked up. And again, another fart came out of me. Right? And now everybody's fucking going, Jesus, what is that? The cheerleaders started crying and shit. They were crying. That's how bad that fart was. I gave it about a 30-minute window. Everybody was like, ooh, thank God. Who was that? It was Sabatini. We were just blaming it on people. You were blaming it on everybody except me. I was like, I think it came from over there. It wasn't me. Finally, I throw a tremendous fart. This one's worse than the other 2. Mr. Barone's holding his face and goes, he's changing flavors.
There's a handful of things in here.
Okay.
I went classy with the painter's tape. How you doing? So there's a few practical things and one, whatever thing with an idea behind it.
Is it a cloak to go with my lightsaber?
It's not. Now I feel like an asshole. I'm the only one that didn't get you fucking...
Ah, that's nice.
All right, so...
Ooh, what?
Yeah.
You said...
What? I know what I said. I'm a good liar.
A nice...
I got him a polo hoodie. DXL. Went in there yesterday.
DXL, 4XL, perfect.
You know why? She walked in. She goes, who you shopping for? I went, ooh, thank God. Still got a couple pounds to play with. She's... I said, whoo-wee.
You were over at my store?
At DXL? Not
you
that
were?
one. I went to the one in Cherry Hill.
Oh.
But I go...
Is Regina still working there?
She's still got that tight little ace on her. I go, she goes, who you shopping for? I said, a buddy of mine. She goes, do you know what size he is? I go, I think a 4X. She goes, does he shop with us? I go, he does. She goes, give me his phone number. Pulled up everything you've ever bought there. She goes, yeah, he's a 56, 60 or whatever the fuck. He's a 40,000 by 50,000.
Hey, those XL dildos weren't mine.
So I got you a black pea coat.
Wow.
That's not an everyday thing, but a dinner, whatever. Something a little you need a little more versatility in your wardrobe now that you're slimming down.
For the homies there, I had mentioned that I was going to get somebody a coat, and I'm talking about I want a pea coat. Gibby's like, don't get somebody a coat. It's not a good idea. You sneaky little bastard. Thank you.
Of course. And then that is a...
Ooh, is it a watch?
It is. It is...
Ooh, that's nice.
It is a replica, like a remake of the watch that every soldier in Vietnam had.
No shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was going to Spring for the original, but they were in real bad shape. So then they did like a reissue this year.
Man, I'm a fucking army uniform away from walking around the mall making people salute me. That's beautiful, Kippy. Thank you.
Of course.
Nice coat. I gotta try this on.
Yeah, go for it.
Hang on, you boys scamp a little bit.
The thought behind the watch, too, was it might have been one your dad had at the time. Which will probably just make you start crying. I don't know why I brought that up.
2 years he had that hunk of metal up his ass.
The cookie tray, and there's one bite out of it, and you go, there's only one man who would do such a thing.
I know, just leaving the one bite out of that cookie. It's like you would think he would eat more, but I guess he's eating a bunch of cookies that night.
Mm-hmm. So it's understandable.
Yeah, maybe one bite makes sense.
One bite at every house. And he's actually allergic to macadamia nuts, so do not leave out white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
Which are wonderful. I love those. That's one of my favorite kind of cookies, I think.
Me too. I got some at Buc-ee's on Friday. I've been eating them all weekend. 7 cookies in 2 days.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's not a bad cookie ratio.
How was Buc-ee's? Was it real crowded?
It was crowded as hell. Everyone getting their last-minute gift ideas, getting a bag of sour belts, getting some honey roasted cashews. Just it's fun for the whole family.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, I've almost finished off my bag of dark chocolate covered cashews that I got from Buc-ee's a couple weeks ago.
The servings are so big. Thank you, Buc-ee's, for keeping us.
I know.
strong.
Thank you, Bucky. Was Bucky there?
Yes, Bucky was there, and he had his little Santa's cap on, which I found a little offensive, but because he's not.
Yeah, Beaver
Santa.
doesn't need to be doing that.
No.
It's offensive, totally. Did you say hello at least?
Yeah, I said hello. Yeah, I
Okay.
stopped in and I said, "How are you doing? It's so good to see you, and you look great." And
Did he respond? He notoriously doesn't respond to people.
No, he just.
Yeah, it's fucking rude.
Yeah, just had that Bucky smile, but that's what we love him for. So I don't know
For
what I was
sure.
really expecting. See that classic Bucky smile.
And look at that hat. I love how the Santa hat has a bill on it. It's kind of, it's fun.
Yeah, it's like a flat bill. That's pretty badass.
I know. It's like a modern take on Santa Claus for Santa gear for a beaver.
Imagine one day you get to
Yeah.
podcast with your son.
Never gonna have a kid, so never.
You don't know that.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I cut my penis off
There's
a couple years
other
ago.
ways to have it. Even if your penis is cut off, sometimes blood and goo can come out from there and get on the bed sheets. And if someone sits down, they can get pregnant.
I
That's
cauterized
true.
it. I cauterized the wound. Nothing's coming out of there. I put a fucking iron to it. I sliced it and then I went.
Where does your
I
pee
said,
go?
"This is what you did to me, Dad."
Oh.
That was the last time we all had Christmas together.
Where does your pee come out?
My butt.
This is a pirate getting drunk.
On Christmas. It's a pirate getting drunk at Christmas. Ho, 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 and a bottle of rum. Ho, 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 and some cookies and milk. Ho, 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 and some Christmas lights too. Ho, 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 and a menorah with the blue and the white and the Christmas at the same time. We celebrate everybody's love and freedom. It's my choice what God I believe in. It's your choice to get the tattoo sleeve in. You must be sleeping with a basketball because...
Jesus, I'm Virgin Mary.
Oh, Mom, hi. You're having another kid.
Oh, oops.
1 point,
I meant
Ricky.
to say God. Fuck.
Whoa, no. Don't be sacrilegious. Don't be sacrilegious.
Don't be sacrilegious. Don't be sacrilegious.
Are you good at freestyle rapping?
Yeah.
What do you say, What do you say for Kwanzaa? Is it Happy Kwanzaa? Happy Kwanzaa. You heard? I love you guys, man. I love religion.
If you enjoyed this video, it seems like you would also like watching last year's Christmas compilation, which will just happen to be on the end screen right after this. Thank you all for being here and watching this video. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Also, if you happen to need any last-minute gift ideas that definitely won't arrive before Christmas, Joke World merch is available down below. Or if you want to get yourself a gift that definitely will arrive before Christmas, there's over 100 videos on the Joke World Patreon page right now, which starts at just $3 a month. We're talking best of the week compilations, exclusive clips from all of our interviews, and a sneak peek at the comedy news update every single week. But enough yapping from me, go have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. And also, just so you know, before this video, literally right before we recorded, I drove all the way to CVS to try to get a Santa hat. They had no Santa hats. They had stupid like elf hats. I didn't want to do the stupid elf hat. I wanted a Santa hat. Now I'm wearing a Joke World hat. That kind of ruined my rant. I was going to say, oh, check out the store for...
Candy canes and Snickers bars and Snickers bars and candy canes at Christmas. Christmas this year is going to be fun at my mama's house. We're going to get a dog for Christmas this year. That's what my dad says.
At Joke World. That's it, at Joke World.
And the world is WRLD.
That's a great YouTube channel, Joke World. Check it out.